As Q2 comes to an end, we're going to catch up with our head of Tiger Private, Lydia, to see what's been happening in the private recruitment market so far. So Lydia, what employer trends have you seen so far in Q2?
Yeah, so starting out the year, we saw a very client-led market. So there were fewer roles coming in and less movement than we'd usually see transitioning into the new year, which is usually a time for change. However, following the Easter break and the recent bank holidays, we've certainly seen a shift in the market. We've seen many new roles coming in across all sectors, which has been encouraging. We are also seeing an increased demand for round-the-clock support from our clients. I think this is due to the international lifestyle of many of our clients. They do want staff who can adapt their schedule and travel with them as required. Of course, this is not always sustainable for our candidates to do this on a long-term basis. So our clients are aware of that and instead often look for staff willing to work on a rota basis. So perhaps 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, ensuring their staff have ample time for rest whilst ensuring the full coverage when in the role.
What job seeker trends have you seen so far in Q2?
So we have some truly fantastic top-level senior staff on our books at the moment. Lots of strong chiefs of staff, EAs and private PAs who have been getting in touch to make a change. I think perhaps they have been in their role for some time and are keen to take the next step in their career or just get a bit of a change of scene. Difficult thing is this has been a rather uncertain market and we haven't seen quite as much movement at the top level. I think given the difficult economic and political climate, which is very changeable at the moment, some of our candidates are currently in long-term roles and staying put, and they're staying put that bit longer, waiting to see what happens in the current months before making any decisions on their next career steps moving forward. So I think overall, candidates are definitely being that little bit more cautious when it comes to changing roles.
What do you expect to see across the private recruitment market in the coming months?
So if the past couple of weeks have been anything to go by, things are looking much more encouraging in terms of new roles coming available. Many of our Middle Eastern and international clients are now looking to staff their secondary London residences as they come over for the summer months. And often, if things go well, they will then keep the staff on that they've contracted over the summer and take them on a permanent basis. So over the coming months, I expect to see a combination of London-based roles coming available on a temporary basis and also staff requests for our London-based clients for their summer holidays abroad and in Europe and beyond.
Are there any particular roles that are in high demand?
Yes, so we are working our way through a number of requests for summer staff, especially temporary summer staff, requests for roles such as butlers, housekeepers, and especially housekeepers with additional skills such as silver service, packing and unpacking, wardrobe management, and also travel nannies and butlers, stewardesses, and so on. Really just any of those support roles that our clients and their guests require just to ensure they're very well looked after during their time away.
What is your advice to any job seekers looking for a role?
I think really just to try and demonstrate any skills and flexibility on your CV wherever possible. There is quite a bit of competition out there at the moment. So if you are open to travel and have flexibility in your schedule, it's certainly worth highlighting this. Otherwise, if you do have any additional skills which you haven't already outlined on your CV, things such as events management, experience of working abroad, or even any courses that you've done that could be relevant, it's certainly worth including those on your CV. Alternatively, do feel free to get in touch. We can always book you in for a re-registration call with one of the consultants who can update your profile just to ensure that everything is up to date and advise you on what you might want to include or leave off of your CV. It's definitely worth including any additional experience that you've had since starting your search.
What is your advice to any employers recruiting new staff?
I think really just to reach out if you do need any advice on restructuring staff, especially if you are sort of changing location, whether it be the location of your family office or your private residence. Over the summer months, we can definitely advise on how best to navigate the rota and structure the staff at the property, just to ensure that you do get the full coverage without having staff burnout.
Lydia, thank you so much for your insights, and we look forward to catching up again soon.
Thanks, Katie. Speak soon.